Now, let's take a closer look at Tuesday's match, and for that, we are pleased to have Paul Neate, Associate Editor for K-League United, joining us in the studio tonight. Mr. Neate, thank you for coming in this evening. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you.
Let's get to it. Let's have a look back at the match now. A clever free kick, or a sneaky free kick, shall we say, by Lee Kang-in to set up Choi Jun for the one and only and winning goal in the match. How do you assess Tuesday's match? Do you think it was a well-deserved win?
I think it was, yes. They had a bit of a luck, obviously, with the offside goal that was called off towards the end, but and they rode their luck as well defensively. But you're going to find that in a young team. Defensively, they're a little bit naive at times, but in the end, they had that little bit of extra that other teams haven't had so far in the tournament, with Lee Kang-in with that amazing assist. And that was his fourth assist of the tournament so far, so it just shows how important he's been.
Yeah. The under-20 squad were considered underdogs before going into this competition. Now they are in the final. What do you think has been the driving force behind their impressive form during the tournament, and how will this help in the final with the Ukraine?
I think it's experience. Now, that's quite unusual to say about a youth tournament,
right.
But if you compare the squad from 2 years ago, the World Cup that was here in Korea, there was only around 37 appearances made in the domestic league in Korea amongst the squad. That figure's now around 158.
Wow.
So, given the fact that these players are now playing week in, week out for some K-League 1 teams and some K-League 2 teams, that bit of experience is getting them over the line, I think.
Right. Now, the under-20s are Korea's first men's national team, in fact, to have reached the final of any FIFA-organised tournament, so quite an impressive milestone. And if we refresh our memories, the closest we got to a final was the senior team back in 2002, in the World Cup being held here and in Japan. What does this latest achievement mean for the future of South Korean football, and will South Korea now be considered serious contenders for titles?
We'd still like to hope so. I mean, the Asian Games last year, and obviously this final appearance this year, it shows that there was a lot of good young players coming through. And with the Asian Cup coming up in the next 4 years, you would like to hopefully see some of these players play their way into the senior team. And if they can show how good they are at youth level, there's no reason why they can't do it, eventually play their way into the senior team.
Right, right. Right, now there's a lot of scouts at this competition, the Under-20 World Cup, from clubs all around the world and, of course, Europe's top leagues as well. Do you think any South Korean players might have caught the eye of one or two of them, and if so, who do you think those players might be?
Yeah, there's a player for FC Seoul, Choi Jun, who's a striker. He was with Korea University at the last World Cup. He's become quite an important player for FC Seoul. He's not had as much time this season, but last year he was used quite a lot in various different positions. He's one definitely for scouts to look for, I think.
Good, good. So hopefully there'll be some good news, maybe some phone calls coming in as well. I'm afraid that's all the time we have for you this evening. Mr. Paul Neate, thank you very much for coming in this evening.
Thank you.